Man, Wally, I tell you what, this one was a doozy. It was it was definitely a lot harder than the other ones. So the easiest part is here. Let me unpredict real quick. Was doing these drop downs. So that was always pretty simple. Data, dollar validation here, and yes. And so then what I had here was I made this little table. I just selected their table here and made the drop down list. I'll just click OK. No, actually I didn't do that since I already had it. And then for the year it was a little bit different. What I did was I went over here off to the side and I punched in this formula just to get today's date. And then what I did was I took the year of today's date, just like so, and then right here what I did is I took the year above it minus 1 up to 4 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. And so then on this sum for the year I did the dollar validation, just going to say yes, list, and then what I did was I clicked here and then I highlighted those cells and press OK, and that gets us there. Okay, so that's the easiest part to get you your months and that. Okay, then next to get set up, what I did was I did a VLOOKUP on this page. And so what I told it was VLOOKUP, and I wanted it to find this month. So you can see here so I selected the month from the summary page, and then I highlighted my table here and anchored it, and then I said row 2. You'll notice here that I swapped it around because if this wasn't here, if the months were on the left side, it didn't work as well. And that was just the simplest way for me to fix it. So that's why I swapped the columns with the month and the numbers next to them. And so what that does is it'll look it up from my summary sheet, tell it what the month is and the number. And then here I just linked the year to the summary sheet as well. And so that was just for my own use, and I don't actually need that. So we'll just go like that. Okay, so then this is where we start getting tricky. Something that I mentioned was naming your data, which I didn't do, but really would have been a great idea. I wish they would have said that at the top of the instructions and not the bottom, because that would have saved a lot of time. So we have our unit price. So what I would do if I was you, if you had done this, was I would have named this whole range the months. I would have named this all years. I would have named this, let's see what else, the items, name the rep groups, name the unit price, and the sales, just because that would have made life a lot easier for me. And just if you don't remember, you would like take it, Control Shift down, get all of them, click in here, label it sales, press enter, and now it's sales. So now I could reference this because a lot of your formulas are over here on this page. Because as you see, this is a huge mess, and it didn't really have to be that way. So what you do is you do equals sum ifs. Don't forget the S. You want the range, and so you want the sum range, which is the same as if you have named it. I want to sum sales, like that. We'll see if that still works. Yep, it still works. Yeah, so that's definitely what I should have done, because that would have been way easier. But anyway, so you go through and you highlight your column sales. Then it's going to ask you for what. And so your first criteria, this is your months. Highlight all the months. And then your criteria 1 is going to be what this is. Oh, so this is and here it was this lookup, because I wrote most of the formulas in here. So you want to do the month number. Okay. And so we're going to go look up. Criteria 1 is highlight all the months, and the criteria for it is I wanted to give me the month number of this, which is in the VLOOKUP formula. And the next step is I want to give me look at all for criteria range 2, I did the years. The criteria for range 2 would be this year. Criteria for range 3 would be all the rep groups, and the criteria would of course be internet. And I think that's pretty much all of it. And if you press enter, it fails. Remember that you have to do Control Shift Enter, and then it'll work. I think that's stupid why it does that, but it does. And then you do the same thing here. If you just go ahead and copy it over, you can literally just drag it over, or if you anchor it correctly, you can drag it all the way down across. And if you look, I can actually take this and copy and paste it down here. Oh, oops, I did that. Like that, you know? And so it breaks it, but that's an easy fix, because all that you have to do is change your references to be, because instead you're now looking at products instead of reps group, so you just change that column to their products column and you should be good to go. And then this, I copied this whole brick once I had it finished, and I copied it here, paste. And then all that you do is you change this little thing right here, where it references the year, or sorry, the month, because what you do is you do the thing I was talking about in the homework sheet. You do the open quote if it's less than or equal to your month number, and change this. Oh, I guess that's still some anyways. And then press enter, Control Shift Enter actually, and then you can take this and you can just drag it down and drag it over, and life is good. The reason why I can drag it down and over is because right here where I reference the rep name is I anchored it just right there from the B9. Okay. Oh, and I just accidentally pressed enter. Control Shift Enter. So there's that. Then once again, I copy and pasted this part, and I pasted it right here. Then what you have to do is change a few different things. You gotta change this to be average ifs, highlight that, and oh, I forgot to tell you too, is when you do this, you have to change it so it's running on the sales to date. Oh, I guess that's the same thing. Yeah, so just make sure that's the same. Scratch all of that. This is one that you have to change. You have to change it to be from highlighting the sales, which is this column, and you need to make it highlight the unit price column instead. So that way you're doing your formulas on the unit price. So that's just changing this very first one to be your unit price, and you should be good to go. So you change that. I think that's it. Yeah. And then once again, you can take this, drag it over, drag it down, and you're good to go. Okay. Then you can literally take this whole thing, copy and paste it down here, and then just change it so that it's in the products category instead of the reps group category, and it will do all of this for you. Just make sure you have your references linked to the right places, and you should be good. This overall unit price is over everything, so we're just doing average if you highlight the whole average the unit price field, which is the same one as you're doing here, and then I just do something. I think I just did something. Oh, I'm not sure what's going on. We'll just undo that. But yeah, so we're highlighting the whole unit price values in the invoice sheet, and then your criteria is I am highlighting the product names, and I'm saying only give me this one, anchor to B, and then Control Shift Enter. I don't think you have to do that one. Drag it down. There you go. Your averages. You need a standard deviation. You have to do SED div if, and then what I'm saying is if highlight the products, if the product's equals lamb's lips large, then give me the sum or the sales value. If it's false, then give me blank, and then close, and it does a standard deviation for that. That was a fun one. I just broke that formula. So I'll fix that real quick. There we go. Okay, and then the last thing is your conditional formatting. So you just go like this, bam, 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 and then we go conditional formatting, icon sets. We want this circle thing, and then we gotta go here and we gotta manage them. And so this is my formula here. I'll just open it up so you can see it. Green changes to nothing, not yellow. Red, 0, 0, number. Okay, apply. And then I'm actually going to delete this one. And then it'll look like this. Apply it. Okay. And you're good to go. Victory. So I think that's pretty much everything for the project. I wish you the best of luck with it. And I hope you have a really good week. Oh wait. P.S. Then you gotta to protect it. Click in this cell that has your month in that. You're gonna right click it. You're gonna do format cells. You're gonna go to protection. When you first go in, they'll both be checked. Uncheck both of them. Click OK. And then what you can do is you can protect the sheet and select it. So unlock cells. Click OK. Now they can only click in these two, not anywhere else. There you go. Now we're done. Alright, cool. Well, I hope you have a good one, man, and have a fantastic week.